If your license has been suspended or revoked, there's a recent case out of the Supreme Court that you should be aware of, Kansas v. Glover. And essentially, in that case, Mr. Glover was driving on a suspended license. He was driving, and this officer saw his vehicle, ran the plates, found out that the owner of the vehicle had a suspended license, and stopped the vehicle. Now, Mr. Glover challenged the reasonableness of the stop, saying that the officer had no reasonable suspicion to stop him. It went back and forth through all of the Kansas courts and eventually made its way to the Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court decided that the stop was reasonable because essentially, unless there's some information to negate the, quote, reasonable inference that the driver of the vehicle is the owner of the vehicle, then it's going to be a reasonable stop under the Fourth Amendment. So keep in mind that if you have a car registered to you and your privilege is to drive are revoked or suspended, then the officer can run your plates and pull you over for that reason alone, unless, of course, let's say the car is registered to a man and the driver's a woman. I mean, at that point, I don't believe it would be reasonable. But absent something like that, you have to be really careful because they don't actually need to see you commit a separate traffic violation to stop your vehicle. I know it's very hard to oftentimes get reinstated, and it can take a lot of steps and a lot of money, and that driving can be critical to many people's ability to earn a living. But it's important that you be aware of this case and the essentially increased risk that you're going to be stopped for this sort of violation. Thank you.